and let people know the pains we feel about what is happening to our brothers. But there are hundreds and thousands of LGBT Malawians that are crushed on the ground. And people have been working to make sure that this incident don't happen again. It is important and good that we recognize our brothers that have been in support with us, our sisters, friends from all over the world that have been supporting us so that we can stand and begin to speak for ourselves. The man that is coming here is someone you all know. He likes to take it in a radical form. And he does it and do it very well. He's no other person than Peter Tasha! Yeah!
Thank you, Davis. A very generous introduction there. This demonstration has been organised because of a message that was sent to me 2 weeks ago. It came direct from Stephen and Tiwonge. It was smuggled out of their prison cell, given to someone who then passed it to someone else who emailed it to me. And the message from their prison cell was, please, please organise protests in London to show the government of Malawi that the world is watching and that people care about our fate. That was the message that Stephen and Tiwonge sent, and that's why we're here today, to show our solidarity, our love and our commitment to their freedom. The person who smuggled this letter out of the prison and got it to me was himself a former political prisoner in Malawi. During the 1960s, 70s and 80s and 90s, Malawi was a dictatorship ruled by Dr. Hastings Banda. And this person was one of the many political prisoners held in the same prison where Stephen and Tiwonge are held, Chichiri prison in Blantyre. Unfortunately, because he was a political prisoner, he knows how to smuggle things in and smuggle things out. Come on now. So that's how he's able to get the message to us. And he's been visiting Tiwonge and Stephen for the last 2 months, taking them food, clothing and money, because in that prison you have to bribe people for everything. If you want a shower, you have to bribe people. If you want a bit of extra food, you have to bribe people. If the two guys want to see each other, they have to bribe people so that people will look the other way while they can meet and have some short time together. So this guy, who I don't feel able to name, is a real hero. He's a straight man, a straight Malawian, who has gone out of his way to help these two guys and has really made a difference to their lives. Because every week he makes sure they get the extra money to buy extra food. In that prison, the food is just people are malnourished in that prison. All the prisoners there are malnourished because of the conditions. If they're lucky, they might get a shower or bucket wash once a week. That's how bad things are. The prison is a hotbed of malaria, which is why Tiwonge came down with malaria. He didn't get any proper medical treatment, but fortunately he's recovered. So it's really important for their morale that we're here today, and I'm sure when they see the reports and the photographs of this protest, it will be a great, fantastic morale boost for them. They really do say that international support means a lot to them. They're really supportive and thankful for the people inside Malawi who are quietly helping them, but the international attention is really important. If you haven't got your Member of Parliament to sign Early Day Motion 564, please ask him or her to do so. Currently, 65 British MPs have signed an Early Day Motion in Parliament calling for the release, the dropping of charges and the repeal of anti-gay laws. But we need not 65, but 165, 265, 365. Yes! The final point I'd just add is that if you can also send an email letter or email to the Malawi High Commission. I think if those of you who saw the news release gave the details of the name and email address of Dr. Francis Moto, the Malawi High Commissioner to London. Send those emails. He may not respond, but at least they will get the message that there are people in Britain who care about and are watching these men's fate. And as everybody else has said, this is just one small fragment of the LGBTI struggle in Africa and indeed around the world. And our hearts go out also to the many, many people in Uganda, Nigeria, Cameroon, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Mozambique, who are all struggling in their own way for the freedom that we have won. Because they want the same freedom that we've won. And we know what a battle it was, but for them it's even more difficult because they don't even live in a formal democracy in many cases. They live in situations of tyranny and dictatorship where protests of any kind, let alone protests for LGBTI freedom, are severely restricted. So our salutations to all those people in Africa who are struggling for their freedom. We are with you. You will win.
Malawi, Malawi.
No homophobia.